Good morning, everyone. Now, how you guys doing today? Obviously, I'm not doing so great because you heard from my voice. A little on the dry side because I've been sleeping with the air conditioner on because it's very humid these days. And the reason why is it's been pouring a lot of rain here in Korea. I don't know about other countries, but it's been raining a lot since yesterday. Now, a lot of you might be feeling down or frustrated like me because my throat is gone because of the rain and it being hump day today. The rain might have been, made your commute to work or school a little bit difficult, more than usual. Having to carry your bag and your umbrella can be a burden. But why don't you try to look on the bright side of things? Focus and try to listen to the beautiful sound the rain can make, when it's like pouring down on the windows. It's kind of a soothing effect. Now, the sound that the nature makes can calm you down and relax you as well. So, let's start today's morning, of course, with the first song of the day. It's rapper and singer extraordinaire Nicki Minaj's Fly featuring Rihanna. Yeah, that was my girl Nicki Minaj featuring Rihanna with Fly. And right now you guys are tuned into What's Poppin' with your boy Brian G on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and in surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, how do you get in contact with us? Pretty simple, y'all. All you got to do is send a text to sharp or pound 1013 for a charge of 51. Hit us up on Kakao Talk, but to do that, you have to add TBS EFM as a plus friend. Also, if you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter at TBS What's Poppin' and tweet us away. And also, we're live today in the studio, so we want you guys to call us. Especially me, because I love to have a chit-chat with all our fans. The number is 02-778-1013. And if you feel like sending us a longer email, the email address is efmpoppin@gmail.com. And also, if you're interested in our playlist, please come check it out at our website, which is tbsefm.soul.kr/EFM/what's poppin'. Now moving on to today's pick. Alrighty, boys and girls. Now it's time for today's pick. Now, there are many factors that impact our bodies, and they can be exercising, eating healthy, sleeping well, and so on. The list goes on and on. Now, if you're one of those people who care about your body but don't enjoy working out, I think at least trying to eat healthy improves the condition of our bodies. Now, what you consume into your body is really important. It's because the food we eat gives nutrients to our bodies to function properly. Now, if we don't get the right food, our metabolic processes suffer and our health declines. And these days, because of the food that we consume, there are many chronic diseases such as hypertension, which also people know as high blood pressure. Now, having high blood pressure is becoming a very common thing for people these days, but it's dangerous if you don't put effort to control it. So let me give you guys some information about natural ingredients that can lower blood pressure. First up, we have one of my favorites, of course, garlic. Love garlic. Now, garlic is a good food to help prevent and fight hypertension because it acts as a blood thinner. When chopped, it also produces allicin, a compound that has antibacterial and antifungal properties, and this can help fight many diseases that result from hypertension, such as strokes and heart disease. Garlic also helps lower cholesterol. Another one that I love is next, of course, are onions. Now, onion is a great source of quercetin, found mostly in outer layers and the skin of shallots, yellow and red onions, but not in white. Now, quercetin in onions is linked to a reduced risk of heart disease and stroke, and has been shown to reduce high blood pressure. So it's a very good food. And if you like fried onions like I do, caramelized onions, those are delicious. Of course, lastly, we got one of, I don't want to say my favorites, but of course, something I put on my food, cinnamon. Now, cinnamon is a tasty seasoning that may help bring your blood pressure down as well. And because of its taste, it requires little effort to include in your daily diet. Now, consuming cinnamon every day has been shown to lower blood pressure in people with diabetes. So keep that in mind and try to include more cinnamon in your diet by sprinkling it on your cereals, your oatmeals, and even in your coffee right now. I know of a place right down the street from my house. They used to make coffee and put some cinnamon in it. Delish. Now, for later lunch, you can also add cinnamon to your fries, curries, stews, and enhance the flavor. And on top of eating, exercising lightly will help for hypertension. But for those of you who can't exercise for medical reasons, we do emphasize that you try and change maybe your diet up, alrighty? So try these tips today, or maybe on later on the week, maybe on a day where it's less gloomier outside. And we have some great song set up for you guys right now with some positive vibes, of course. We're talking about Rita Ora, and the song is called I Will Never Let You Down. That was Rita Ora with I Will Never Let You Down. Now, the track is from her upcoming second studio album, and it was written and produced by Calvin Harris, of course, the Sky Does DJ, and released on March 2014 as the album's first single. Now, the song debuted at number 1 on the UK singles chart and was Ora's 4th overall single to reach the top of the chart. Now, Rita Ora sort of kind of reminds me of Rihanna. Not the voice tone as much, but if you look at her music video for I Will Never Let You Down, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will agree. Now, in April this year, Ora mentioned about her upcoming second album at Fuse. Now, on top of that, she mentioned that she'll be featuring production from Diplo, DJ Mustard, as well as a collaboration with Prince. Whoa! Now, recently, Ora featured on Iggy Azalea's single titled Black Widow from Iggy's album, The New Classic. Now, Black Widow became Ora's first top 10 song on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in August 2014. So, big ups to you, and looking forward to your new album. Now, moving on, we got another great female artist. A lot of people don't know her here in Korea, but we're going to try to get her more big here, more popular, because she has some great songs and a great voice as well. So with no further ado, this is Natasha Bedingfield with Love Like This. Yeah, that was Natasha Bedingfield featuring Sean Kingston with Love Like This. It's a beautiful song, fun song, of course, and of course the Sean Kingston's vocals in the background featuring kind of goes well with Natasha's mellow vocals as well. Now, since 2012, Natasha has been working in the studio, of course, for Give Shape to her upcoming 4th album, which has a working title, The Next Chapter. Now, the album will feature production from Red One, Dr. Luke, Benny Blanco, Paul Williams, and Marshall Altman. And I'm looking forward to this album to come out because it's been a while. So hopefully all y'all Natasha Bedingfield fans are happy to hear that she's coming out with a new album. With that said, I'm going to go over some Twitter comments. Let's see. Actually, I guess we got to sign on somebody. Anyways, we'll pass on the Twitter comments because our computers aren't hooked up. Technical difficulties. Anyways, we're moving on to the last song for the first half of our show. And the last song for the first half of our show is by British R&B and jazz singer Tony Mamrelle. And the song we got set up for you guys is called Fly. Now, Tony Mamrelle is currently one of the lead vocalists of the band Incognito. Now, the song has the beat that will bring positive vibes to you, of course, especially for those of you in Korea right now with the gloomy, sad, rainy weather. And I love how he plays around with the beat and the note of the song. He's such a talented artist. So if you guys don't know Tony Mamrelle, we got the song set up for you guys. Actually, I'm going to read some Twitter comments right now because we are on air and people are tweeting us away. Let's see. I'm blowing over here. Yes, we got Brian Drew trying to kill off my flu bug with ruby, grapefruit, and vitamin B by Maliana. Also, we have one from Maki5 who said, "Good morning, Brian. Your hat is cute. I'm looking good. I want one." Well, if you want one, you know, the brand of my hat, I can't say it on air, starts with the N. They sell them at that store, so go and get it. Alrighty. Also, Winnie Brian B wrote, "Good morning," with a smiley face. Well, good morning to you. And with that said, we got the last song for you guys, but I'll be back in the second half. This is Tony Mamrelle with Fly. Welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin'. You guys are now tuned into TBS efm 101.3, listening to your boy Brian Jew. Now, guess what, y'all? It's Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day. Gloomy Wednesday. It's because it's rainy outside. But we do have some groovy grooves for you guys right now. Something that might change your mood because we're trying to fill your hearts up with some soulful music. So if you want to find out what music we're going to play for y'all, stay tuned. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Groovy Grooves. And of course, if you look out the window here in Korea, it is raining. So we prepared some smooth grooves of R&B and soulful music that'll be perfect for such a rainy Wednesday. Now, first up is Mr. Javier Colon. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, singing Come Through For You. And the track is from his third full-length studio album, Through For You, which was the first album released after winning The Voice. Now, as I've already mentioned, Javier Colon gained popularity as he became the winner of the first season of The Voice. But before appearing on the program, he was already working as a vocalist and a percussionist. And he was a member of MCCQ and the Derek Trucks Band. And he worked with many musicians before that as well, going solo. From 2002 to 2006, he was signed to Capitol Records, known as artist Javier. And now, 2006, the contract was terminated and Javier Colon became an independent artist with his own label, Javier Colon Music. Now, the music from his earlier career is also great to listen to, so we're going to check that out right now, and you guys be the judge. Do you like his old stuff or his new stuff? Well, check it out. This is Javier Colon with Come Through For You. That was Javier Colon singing Come Through For You. Now, the vocals that Javier has is so mellow. Kind of melts your heart. And it sort of reminds me of Mr. Eric Benet. I'm not sure if you guys agree with me, but if you actually don't know who sings a song and you happen to just listen to it, you're like, is that Eric Benet's voice? Anyways, moving on. Like we said, since we are live today, we want all the callers to message us and call us. And we do have a caller online right now. TBS efm's What's Poppin'? Who am I speaking to? Uh-oh, somebody hung up on the phone. We're going to try that in just a few moments. But until we do, I'm going to introduce the next song. Now, the next song we're going to talk about is by an artist named Corinne Bailey Rae. And, of course, the famous song, Put Your Records On. Now, this song gained so much popularity here in Korea. And I think a lot of people, especially Korean artists, have covered this song. And one thing I think of is IU and herself playing the guitar along with this, when she was singing the song in this track. And the track was also commercially successful in the States as well. With its popularity, the song was covered many times in reality television programs. Now, in the 6th season of American Idol, semifinalist Antonella Barba performed this song during the top 16 week. Also, in the 4th season of the UK's The X Factor, finalist Alicia Bennett performed this song during the top 8. And Carly Rae Jepsen sang it on the 5th season of Canadian Idol during the top 22nd week. Now, the track is from her debut album, Corinne Bailey Rae, of course self-titled, which was released in 2006, written by Rae, John Beck, and Steve Christenthau, and was released as the album's second single. Now let's go check out the song, of course. I'm going to try to get what's-her-face, I'm not going to say her name, of course, on air and try to get her back on the phone. But till then, we got Corinne Bailey Rae with Put Your Records On. Yeah, that was Corinne Bailey Rae, Put Your Records On. And unfortunately, we've been trying to get in contact with the caller, and this time she won't answer, so we're going to continue with the next song. The next song is one of my favorite songs by this artist, and a lot of Korean people, Korean artists as well, have covered this song as well, and it's Officially Missing You by Tamia. We're back from listening to Tamia's Officially Missing You. Now, for those of you who don't know, like I said, so many artists in Korea have covered this song. Korean artist Gix even did a remake version of the song, which also was commercially successful here in Korea. Now, this song was released as the album's lead single. The track was written by Marcus Vest, better known by his stage name Channel 7, and Siri Music's Chauncey Jackson. So for those of you guys thinking about doing some covers, go online and check out some other covers so you don't make the same mistake and do the same exact version. Maybe, change up the arrangement to suit your own vocals. And with that said, finally we got our caller online. TBS efm's What's Poppin'? Who am I speaking to?
Hey, Brian, it's Ebony.
Hey, Ebony, how you doing this morning?
Good, how you doing?
Not too bad, other than the weather, and of course there's been some sad news in the media today. But other than that, I'm trying to keep my head up.
Well, that's good.
Good. What time is it over there?
It is 6:48 p.m. here.
All right, 6:48 p.m. And just a reminder for those listening in right now for the first time, introduce yourself and where you're from.
Yeah, my name is Ebony. I live in New Mexico in the United States.
New Mexico. See, y'all, we're a global station here. We like to get everybody together. That's how we do. Heal the world, make it a better place. But Ebony, so today we've been talking about, eating right. A lot of people are too lazy to work out. So my question to you is, what eating habits do you have that you have fixed over the years or you're trying to do now to be healthier or try to better your own body?
Just control your portions and try to eat healthy foods like vegetables, fruit. And there's actually, I don't know if you guys have it in Korea, but there's these frozen fruit bars that are actually pure fruit.
Oh, seriously?
That are like ice cream.
So it's not no added sugar, no preservatives, just straight up fruit, grinded up
Just
frozen.
straight fruit.
Oh, that sounds interesting. So, I mean, if you feel like sending something our way, you're more than welcome to, but by the time it gets here, it'll be like water. It'll be all melted.
Yeah, that's true. And we have mango.
Ooh, mango ice cream. That sounds good. Anyways, we want to thank you for calling in today. I know we had some little technical difficulties earlier trying to connect with you. I'm not sure what exactly happened.
Yep.
But I want to thank you so much because you're so supportive. I read your tweets. I know you're always trying to give us a call when you can, and it means a lot to me. You have a great and beautiful heart. So I just love the support that you show us and you give us out here.
I try to. You guys are a great show.
Well, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Alrighty, with that said, before we let you go, do you want to give a shout out or a message to anybody right now?
Yes, I actually want to give a shout out to the What's Poppin' crew for doing such a great job and always doing hard work, and we appreciate it.
Aww. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody here at TBS and What's Poppin' appreciate your love and support, and we're going to continue to make you guys happy and have a great day, of course. Of course, it's the evening for you, so you're slowly winding down, and so hopefully you have a great night and some great rest as well.
Yeah, I'll try to.
Alrighty. And before we let you go, do you have a song request?
Yeah, I actually requested 123 by Brian McKnight, but they couldn't find it, so they had another song for me.
Alrighty, so we do have a song from Brian McKnight set up for you guys. Back at One?
Yes.
Okay, then. We'll play that for you right now, and thank you for calling.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Alrighty, y'all, that was Ebony calling in from New Mexico. Now, one thing I love about Ebony is she's been very supportive since day one, and always calling, always sending us positive messages, and it's just people like her who make me, keep pushing myself to do what I love to do. So, this is her request right now. This is Brian McKnight singing Back at One. That was Mr. Brian McKnight singing Back at One, requested by Ebony. But we can't listen to the whole song today because we are out of time. But before we go, we want to read you some public announcements. Now, if you had an emergency and you want emergency services to reach you quickly as possible, every day, police, fire, and ambulance vehicles respond to urgent calls, and precious time lost getting there could mean the difference between life and death. So when you hear the emergency vehicle sirens, please pull over if possible, make way, and wait for emergency vehicles to fully pass before merging back into traffic lanes. Also, if you have any situation where you need emergency assistance, please call 119 Emergency Center, and your call will initially be answered by an operator speaking Korean, but operators fluent in English, Chinese, and Japanese are also on standby as well. So, if you get into an accident or need urgent assistance for any reason at all, please dial 119. Now, with that said, we're going to wrap our show up with the last song, which is by an artist named Jeff Burnett, and the song we have is called Call You Mine. And don't be too sad, because I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. But once again, this is Brian Ju signing off. Peace.